A lot is definitely happening, and the market seems to be reacting. If obviously you are not aware of the ongoing back-to-back war, Israel, Iran, US getting involved, and of course, Russia, Ukraine, they've been at it for years, and India, Pakistan, and a few others. Well, people are calling for World War III, so it seems to be getting a bit messy by the day. But notwithstanding, as a trader, we try to take advantage of the good, the bad, and I would also say of the ugly as well. So no matter what's happening in the world, we as traders, we take advantage of the fluctuation in price. Is the US dollar weak? Is it strong? Is the euros strong? Is it weak? Whatever the case might be, you would see everything on the chart. From what we can see here, Euro USD from the daily time frame for this year, 2025, price has been appreciating, and this can easily tell you that the euro has been strong while the US dollar has been weak. And you can also check the DXY, which happens to be the USD index, for clues as well on that. For this Euro USD, I would always say, first things first, check the calendar to find out whether we have high impact news coming out. Well, when I say high impact news, we're talking about the scheduled high impact news because for the breaking, we already know that's something that is pretty much volatile, even with, the happenings with Iran and the effect on crude oil, the effect on business, the effect on economies, and so on. So always check the calendar to find out for the scheduled news that is, do we have anything like for today, June 24th, for Euro or USD? We have for the US dollar, the Fair Share Power is going to be testifying. On Wednesday, the same thing again, Fair Share Power. Thursday, we have the unemployment claims, final GDP. Friday, we have the price index. It's always good to just check the calendar to be aware of the period, the timing where the high impact is more or less going to occur, right? So this is very crucial. Now, after you've done this and you're aware of this, you can then switch back to your technicals and try to find out what price is doing. What is it telling you? For a while now, we were looking at this area to hold as a form of resistance double top. We had a reaction here, even though we had a breach over here, and then it dropped. But then look at what is happening. It has pushed back past the highs, the previous highs, and seems to be pushing higher. From what we have over here, you should be able to see this rising wedge pattern, this rising triangle. And I personally, from this daily time frame, I will be waiting for price to hit this trend line. And then let's see reaction. What kind of reaction do we get from this? As today is Tuesday, I'm going to do something now from the daily time frame. Instead of dropping down to the 4 hours, I'm going to drop down to the hourly. I want to show you guys something quickly. When the market opened, we had a gap over here, a gap to the downside, which was quickly closed, price pushed down, and then has pushed higher up to this point here. And this all happened within one day, Monday, right? Within just one day. And that was the first day, Monday. And if I'm not mistaken, price has done about 150, 160 pips to the upside, and there's still room to push higher. Now, look at it this way, guys, if price does about 200 to the upside on the Euro USD within 2 days, thereabout, what do you think is going to happen within the rest of the day? Or the rest of the week rather, is it going to continue to push higher, meaning that it's going to break out of this higher trend line and then push higher and then use that as a launching pad to push higher the more? Let me switch back to the um, daily time frame so that you could understand what I just said. So I just said, is price going to break out of this trend line here, this upper trend line, break out and use it as a launching pad to push higher? Or is it going to get there and is it going to bounce from there and then drop, right? One way to find out is based on the reaction over here. For me, I am still short biased. I'm still looking to being a seller if price allows me, even though it is CT, which is counter trend to the move for this year. At the same time, I still have some key levels that I would like to see price drop back to. This is going to be the second half of the year 2025. I already had the first half, appreciate in this manner. So, what are we expecting this week? What are we expecting in the rest of the year? Are we expecting price to continue to push higher for the Euro USD that is, based on the happenings in the world, based on the many wars happening here? Who knows what else is going to happen? Once upon a time, it was a case of the pandemic. Now it's a case of war. Who knows what it will be next year, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. The truth now is that no matter what is happening in the world, it's a catalyst, it's a fuel for price movement. And then this could easily help us to take advantage of what price is doing and then go with the flow. So once again, this time around, I'll just drop to the 4 hours quickly and then show you what we're looking at here, this area. But then I like the 1 hour time frame, and this is what I'm looking for here. You can as well drop down to 5 minutes and then wait for something to occur when the price hits this trend line here. So whatever the case might be, whatever time frame you drop down to, make sure you wait for your trigger. Make sure that you wait for your key information for you to enter the market. I'll say this now. Based on where the price is as of now, based on where the price is as of now, it's more or less in no man's land. Meaning that for me to enter this market to buy, if I wanted to buy, I would like to see a pullback to this trend line to look for a buy and then take it up. And if I want to sell, I'd like to see price continue to push higher to this area here, to this upper trend line for me to look for sell and then drop down. Where it is over here, it's in no man's land. I am not really interested in looking for buy or sell here. I'm just going to wait, like I'm trying to ambush price. I'm trying to wait for price to get to either these highs or these lows for me to find a possible entry. But I favor these highs here. So I'm going to wait for a reaction here and see what the market has to offer. Now, before I round up, because of how volatile the market is, ensure that your risk is in right proportion based on your account balance that is, whether it's one standard lot or a mini or micro or whatever the case might be. Make sure based on your stop loss as well, it's either 1% or 2% or even lesser, something that you're comfortable with. It's very, very important because volatility in this period, we could easily have whipsaws, a sharp move to the upside, and that same candle could quickly drop down. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It is confirmed as it is summer. Normally, as a norm, summer period is usually quiet when investors tend to, you know, travel to their homeland for holidays and so on. But this period is actually something that I'm sure a lot of investors are trying to take advantage of. So most of them, or a lot of them, probably might not be traveling, or even if they travel, it doesn't mean that they are going to stop trading, they're going to stop watching the market. So I want to round up now and tell you guys this last thing. I am bearish, biased. Not sure what you are. You might be bullish, but whatever the case is, make sure you protect your account accordingly. And if you're also going to be looking for a potential entry at these highs over here, make sure you know where you're setting your stop loss. Make sure you wait for the reaction. Make sure that you also have a solid trigger. Don't just touch trade because it touched this upper trend line. Another thing I'll say, because the trend is up, you could also drop, throw in your oscillators for your divergence in the case of maybe the MACD or the RSI, relative strength index, or whatever oscillators are you interested in. The more confluence, the better for you. Okay, so I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to use the comment section below. If you would like to learn more, feel free to use the comment section below as well. Reach out through my Instagram handle at CSA Forex or whatever the case might be. Let me know and we'll see what we can do for you. Okay, guys, thank you and trade safely. Cheers.